Hi everyone, welcome back to my scrap room. I'm here today with another project. I have an album to show you, and we're going to make it together if you want to. I've been using some of this stuff. These small ones of these metal handle seat sets that Graphic45 has. And some of the regular tags. I've been using the crafty ones, but this is the same size. And I've used the stamping set and the ephemera assortment. So as you can see, I've used one of Graphic's latest collections. Life is a Ball of Cherries. I've used the 8x8s, the 12x12s, and some pattern and solids papers. This collection is just so good, so gorgeous, because I really love cherries. I love the looks of the cherries, the red ones. They just make me feel very happy. So this was a nice project to make. And let's bring the box. This is it's like a folio album box. It's I'm calling it let's see, a hidden shadow box album. When I'm making albums, I want to make them so it will be an experience for the people who are getting them or going to look them. I want people to be happy. I want them to see the papers. I want them to feel the papers. I want them to touch it. And so I've the glossy accent cherries on top of here, and I've 3D dimensional some of the stamps over here. I want them to feel curious and surprised at the same time, not knowing what will I expect and what's on the next page, and that wow feeling I want it to be. So I made this box, and when I'm holding it, it feels really great. It's really sturdy and nice, and when you shake it, you just wonder what's inside. I wanted the feeling of a nice box of chocolate with cherries. So let's unpack this. It's open like this with magnets. Turn it to this side, and here I have been using some of the stamps on the pattern papers, and we will turn it next page, be like this, same way, and then we have to turn the cherries down to open up this gorgeous paper. Isn't this one? I just feel happy when I see it. And we're turning up. Here I have small places. I've put some of the ephemera cards that's in the collection pack, and I always, let's find some papers here. When I'm putting down these things, I don't glue it all the way, because I never know if I want a tuck spot later in the album. So it's nothing that no one can see, but if you want to put something in, it will be really nice. So we're turning it up. So this, I don't think everything is in frame, but you can see the feeling. And here is another one of these gorgeous tags. So here is what I made with the tags. I have this time I've used Graphic45's ink pads, the brick red. It's really matching with the papers. And I know I've seen at Facebook there is some people that have trouble knowing how to open this one. So I think I wanted to show you. I get the feeling it's a really nice opening here that you can't see. So, but if you just put it like this, it will open. So it's a thin, small line here. So you just put it on top like this, and it closes. So just take this one and put it aside. Graphic45, they come in, they have this 6 ink pads that always matches their paper lines really nice. So I was thinking I should use the blue one, but I don't have so much blue in this album, so I was taking this red. So let's start unpacking this one. So we have one pocket over here, and turn it to the right. There is one more pocket in this beautiful blue paper, and on the top we have the same, and there is one more tuck spot like this, and one in here, and turn it. As you can see, the same on this side. This album is 8x8, so it's perfect for the 8x8 papers. But because I like to put the pattern papers similar on the both sides sometimes, that's why I'm also using the 12x12, because I need some bigger papers. Or if you want to have the 8x8, you can buy more of the 8x8, and it will be the same. Now we're inside the album, and what do we find here? Some doors, and here is the things that shake, and that's the thing that makes the sound. So I put some red things in here that will look like cherries, and some green, and some nice white butterflies. And I also put some of the assortment in here. And when we open up this one, we have the hidden shadow box. This paper is the best paper in the whole collection. So I made a frame here, and some I glossy on all of the cherries to make them pop, and I fussy cutted out some of the cherries and put them on 3D dimensional, so it will be more things happening in here. And I took my crafting knife and cut out these cherries so I could put the paper in behind the cherries. I hope you can see. So for me, this is the spot where I'm going to put the most precious photo in. At first I wanted to make an recipe book. Of course you can make this as a recipe book. You can have grandma's gorgeous cherry pie recipe in the center, and you can have all of the other recipes at the other places. But you can also, life is sweet, cherry on top. There was some love life sweet. You can also put some photos of the loved ones in your life. That's what I'm going to do. So one hidden shadow box, closing up with these doors, closing up one right and left, the closure, and the end. So I'm really happy about the result, and if you want to, stay tuned and stay ready and put your crafty things in front of you, and let's make one together. So I'm going to put this aside and take my papers. The measurements for this one is down below and on the Graphic45 blog if you want to look there as well. I have used 8 12 by 12 crafty papers, and this, if you cut like I did, this is the papers I have left over, and this is perfect to use for some tags in the pockets. If you don't have the graphic tags, this is the perfect papers for tags. So let's go through the measurements. And bring our scoring board and my scoring tool. So we're going to have the first piece is number 1. It's going to be 8 by 8. This is done this way, not more on this one. And then we have pieces number 2. We're going to have 2 pieces. 2 pieces that measures 10 by 8. And some of you already know, but when I say 10 by 8 and I have a line under 10, that means that 10 is the measurement that's going to be on top of the scoring board. And the measurements here is the scoring lines. So 10 on the top and score at 1/2 inch and 2. And then we have the second one, 1/2 inch and 2. So these are the 2 pieces, number 2. And then we have number 3. We're going to have 2 pieces as well, 5 by 8, 1/2 inch and 2. So let's score them at 1/2 inch and 2. 1/2 inch and 2. So 2 pieces, number 3, 5 and 8. Let's see, and then we have the piece number 4. It's going to be 9 by 3 1/4 by 9 and 3 1/4, and this one is going to be scored a lot. You're going to score 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 scoring lines, 1/2 inch between everyone. And then you're going to turn it the same way, 4 scoring line and 1/2, 1, 1.5 and 2. And then you're going to turn and turn. So when you're done, you have a small square in the middle and you have 4 scoring lines at every side, and 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5 and 2. This is going to be the shadow box. Let's see, we have number 5, 7 3/4 by 5 1/4, and score it at 3/8. 1, 2, 3. This is piece number 5, and this is piece number 6. The same, 7 3/4 by 4 1/4. Score at 3/8 of an inch. These 2 pieces is the doors on top of the shadow box. And then we have 9.5 by 8. Score at score at 1/2 inch and 1.5. This is number 7, and we have number 8. 9 3/4 by 8. Score at 1/2 and 1 3/4. So these 2 are similar because this is the pages from right to left. And when I cut all of these pieces, I got many pieces left over that's 4 by 12. So if you also get many pieces that's 4 by 12, then pull the pieces in front of you, that's 4 by 12, you are going to need 4 of these. So 4 pieces, that's 4 by 9, and you're going to score at 9 on the top, 1/2 an inch and 8.5 an inch. So there is going to be a scoring line on each side, that's 1/2 an inch. One, two, 3, and 4 pieces. Let's see where to start. We are going to assembling it, and no, I think we're going to take some focus on the pockets. And in my album I've used this line, this here. This is the Martha Stewart punch board. It's called Doily, I think. So I've used it on this one, and I've also used it inside on the pockets. I think it was really nice with the cherry blossom and everything. The next album that we're going to make, I'm going to I want another look at it, so I'm not going to use this one, but if you want to use this one, if you have it, or something else, now it's the time to punch on top of the board of the pocket. But I'm going to use, let's see where I put my, over here. I want to have tabs. So I will take this one, and if you want to do the same as me, I'm lining up this side with this line here, large 4, and then I'm turning it, and I want to have a medium tag, so I'm putting it on medium. That's why. So I got a medium tag on this side. I'm going to make it on all of them. Okay, I did something wrong now. I need to make small ones. So I did 2 small ones. Because I made it wrong, let's make everyone small. It's better if you focus when you're crafting. Sometimes it don't goes as you want to. But then you all, yeah, if something went wrong, just figure it out and make something better of it. I don't like this piece over here. I don't like the way it cuts. So I'm going to take my, I don't know what to call this one in English, but you know, I'm going to take this one and line it up and cut off the rest pieces. So let's make this, if you want to do a tab, let's make this one with all of your 4 pieces. Just go easy so you don't cut off the tab. You don't want to do it again. So Let's put them aside, and we're going to start assembling, and we're going to need, no, we have one more thing to cut, and it's these, no, 7 and 8, and we have this one, and we have this one here, these pieces. Number 2, 10 by 8, and you have 2 of these, and you're going to measure and make a mark with your pencil at 4. This one is 8, so mark in the center on 4. And now we're going to line it up against this scoring line and the pencil mark. The scoring line and the pencil mark, and score and cut and turn it and make it one more, so you get these triangles. We have the second piece, the scoring line and the mark. Like so. Let's put this aside. Two pieces of number 2 are we going to use now, and 2 pieces of number 3 and number 1. Let's start by burnish these pieces. And let's cut a little square. Let's cut off the corners like this. On all of them. Some of you are asking what glue I'm using. I prefer to use bookbinder glue. I buy them in big containers, and I refill my bottle. It's a nice glue. It's pricey and very good, so I prefer that one. Let's take the pieces number 3, turn them on the other side, and put some glue on the inside flap down here. Let's line it up. I like to turn it over so I can see that I'm lining it up nice and straight like this, and give it a burnish so the glue will put down in every corner, and turn it to make the same way down here. Make sure you don't glue it on top of the scoring line. You're just going to score it, glue it down right next to the scoring line, not on top, because then you can't bend it over like this. Let's see, we have our top and bottom, and now we want our right and left one. I'm sorry. Make it the same way, glue on the inside, put it underneath in the score, not on the scoring line. See if it's straight. Yes, like it. Burnish. I'm turning because I find it easier to put it on this side all the time. You don't have to turn it if you find it easier to do it some other way. And if you prefer to use tape, just do it with tape. You don't have to do it with glue. I just like glue. Let's line it up right over there. Yes, I like it. Good. Make it a burnish. So, let's see. Closing, closing, and closing. Yes, good. Now let's see, we have our pieces. This number 7 and number 8. Let's opening up. So let's see, we are going to double check in this album to see. We open it, open it, open it, and we have the big one over there. Yes. So looks like I've got some colors over here. We have one big one and one small. And the big one is going to be on this side and the small one is going to be on this one. So let's take this. These pieces was glued on the inside. This one is going to be glued on the top. So I'm bending it like this. Putting some glue, turning it over, and lining up inside the book. Straight, so that you can, if you're not doing this straight, you will be having trouble when you're going to put the book together. So it's important that this is a straight, nice line. And we are going to have the small one over here. Lining up, lining up, lining up, and over here. Great. So let's bring our pockets. Sometimes when I do pockets, I'm making a ½ inch here and down here. Sometimes I don't. This time I'm going to put the pocket this way, and the tags is going to be in here. So I want the pocket to be as flat as possible because I don't want the tags to go out. That's why I'm just gluing a line here. This will make the pocket be flatter. So this is the pocket, and I'm going to put some glue on the top here and on the bottom here, and I'm going to do a small line in here, because if you take too much glue in here, the glue will spread up, and if it's spreading a lot up here, the pocket will be smaller. That's why you're a thin line of glue. And excuse me because my head is in the way, but it's really important to line it up. Lining, lining, lining. Like that. Let's see, and then we have, I want a pocket on the other side. And because I had the thing down here on this side, I want it up on the other side. Small line of glue, lining it up. Straight and nice. Like this. And burnish. So one pocket on each side, and then we're going to close this one. This is the first one, and then we're going to have one more pocket. And here I want the tag to be on this side because I have the tag over here. Let's line it up against the scoring line, against the bottom and against the edge, like so. Nice. And now we have this one on top. Because I had the tag on this side, like this. Let's see if you can see. Nice and neat, nice. I want the other tag. Let's turn this one. I want the other tag to have it on this side. So this one is over here, and this one is going to be on the top on this side, facing the triangle on both sides. Glue, glue, glue. A small glue line. I don't like using too much glue because I don't want the glue to make the papers look wavy. Yes. Closing it up. And down and here, like so. Let's put it aside, and we're going to grab our piece number 4, and we are now going to do the shadow box. Let's see here if I can show you an easy way to do this. We are going to take a line straight between these papers. Let's see, over here and over here. Yes. As you can see, we're going to make a cross in the middle from this square to this square. And now we're going to take our knife and make like this. Now we have this opening, and we're going to take our scissors and we are going to cut off this one, and this one, like so, on every corner. So it looks like a stairs all over the place, and we're going to cut into them like so and so. So this piece is going to be like this, and we turn it and exactly the same. Like this. So this flaps is going to be like so. Now let's burn. Take these, bend them in like so to the first scoring line. This can be a bit tricky if you haven't made it before, but I'm going to try to make it as easy for you as possible. First scoring line, so like this, and then turn one more and burnish on the second one. So now it's opened. It's burned 1 and 2, like so. These are going to bend inside. So bend it in like so. Like so. Now we have our 3D dimensional dip in here. Now we're going to turn it on this side and bend the first scoring line. Like so. I hope you can see and that you're following. Now we're going to burnish one more on the second line. It's a bit tricky, but you can do it. and on these flaps is going inside the small one. So let's glue it together. Take the glue, put some glue on this small piece, put it together with the other one, push like so, and we have the other side. Put some glue on the small piece and line it up again, so it will be like a box. And just make it on all 4 corners. Like so. So now we have like a box. All the corners is together. Let's put down one and this one. Put some glue in this corner and in this corner. Turn the other paper down. Just make sure that the square is nice and fine all the way around, and push. And the same way over here, and push. Let's put some glue in these corners as well, and make it go together and push. Or pressure, maybe it should be, put some pressure on, like so. Now we have the box like this. It's like a frame, and we're going to turn it. And now let's see where over here, take the album, open up, right and left, and this one is going to be inside here. It's a bit smaller. Just line it up, and then we are going to put glue on our frame. Turn the frame around. Line it up in the center. Make it a nice, easy, so you don't push it down. Take something to burnish. Bend this one up so you can go in and burnish. I think that this will have to be with glue. If you prefer tape, you can try it out. I think it will be hard to do it with tape. Just turn it around, make sure you burnish all of the lines, like so. And it's stuck. So now let's take this squares and put glue on one of them, like so, and we're going to glue it down. And now you have to look straight on top, so that you don't want this piece to be in or out, because you want a straight line. So put it on the place. You can take something to see, yes, I like that, and burnish. And take the next triangle, put it down, make sure you have a nice line over here. Yes, I am. all of the 4 ones is going to be down. Nice one. Yes, I'm happy with that. And the last one. Frame is done, but as you can see there is holes in them. So now let's bring some of the pieces, leftover pieces, and we're going to cut, because this one is a 1/2 inch. We are going to cut slightly under a 1/2 inch, because we absolutely don't want to be any overhang. 1, just checking out if yes, I'm happy with that. Let's make 2. Oops. 3 and 4. We will be needing 4 of these pieces. Just take the pieces and turn them over like this and push. Put some glue. You don't need to put glue in here because there is the hole. Glue on every side and put it like this. Make sure you don't put it too much in, because it's going to be a nice square here, just like this. Later we're going to put pattern papers over here so it won't look, you can't see it. And it doesn't matter if these pieces are very long or short, you just need them to be as long as you can attach them. So put 1 in every corner, like so. And the last one. Now we have the shadow box ready, and we have 2 pieces left. It's number 6 and number 5. So these are going to be attached on the top of here, like so. This one is going to be like this, and this one is going to be like this. And the magnet, as you can see, this one is lining 1 inch over the other one, so that's because the spots for the magnets. So I'm not going to show you how to do this door, because you can do it as you want. I'm taking my 3D tape and attaching around here, and then I put the plastic on top, and then on the top of the plastic I put my pattern paper, like so. I'm not going to show you because I need to put the pattern paper before, and I'm going to make another video if you're interested in how I'm going to put pattern papers and design this album. I'm going to make a new video for that, and the link is down below, so you can watch it if you want to. But if you like to, you can just make the album like this and make something for your doors. And because it's finished now, and I want to make another video because I want to show you how to do this one nice in here, and I want to show you some tricks and some things that make it easier for you. So the last thing we're going to do now in this video is to put the magnets on. I'm going to use some magnets, and I'm going to put some magnets here and here. I'm always gluing my magnets with glossy accent because I like the accent because it's gluing fast. And one over here and one over here. Let's take some leftovers papers and put between the magnet like so. So like so, and we will put this one like this. Let's make this dry. So this is the finished album that I showed you before, and now we made the base. And if you want to, you can watch the other video to get some information about how to make this one and the shakers, and just see how I'm going to mat that album. So I hope you like the album as much as I did, and see you later. Bye!